with a warm nostalgic tone. It was 1917 in Greenwood, Tulsa, a vibrant neighborhood pulsing with the rhythm of hope and prosperity. The streets were alive with the sounds of laughter and conversation as the community thrived amidst the backdrop of a burgeoning Black Wall Street. Ella Mae Walker, just 17 years old, and James Wilson at 19, their eyes met. Something profound shifted within him. He watched as she walked on, his heart inexplicably drawn to her. Their story began with a fleeting glance and an unexpected introduction, but it was destined to blossom into a love that would withstand the storms of history and time. This is their love story.
In the summer of 1917, in Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, our neighborhood thrived with energy and hope. One warm afternoon, I was strolling down Greenwood Avenue, my thoughts drifting as I admired the vibrant life around me. I walked past the local store's window displays, showcasing the latest fashions and household goods. As I glanced into the window, my gaze was caught by a tall, very handsome young man inside. Something about him struck me deeply. Perhaps it was how he carried himself confidently, or how his eyes seemed to reflect a depth of character. I felt a jolt, a sudden awareness, as if our paths had crossed in a way that was meant to be. Just then, James walked out of the store. Our eyes met briefly, but he walked past me without saying a word. As I recall, he almost got hit by Mrs. Johnson that day. The encounter left me with an inexplicable feeling of connection. Later that week, my brother introduced me to James. Our families had known each other for years, but this was our first meeting. It was as if fate had brought us together, and that initial spark was only the beginning of something extraordinary.
May from the store window. There was something about her that drew me in. As I walked out of the store, and our eyes met briefly, I felt an immediate connection, but I didn't speak. I didn't know what to say. I just looked down and walked right out into the street. I was delighted when her brother introduced me to her at the community event later that week. Our families had been acquainted for years, but meeting her in person was a revelation. We talked and laughed, and I was drawn to her warmth and intelligence. The connection I felt that day seemed more than just chance. It felt like destiny.
James and I grew closer. We spent evenings discussing our dreams and hopes for the future against a thriving Greenwood. The world around us was changing rapidly, but our bond remained strong. The 1920s were marked by the rise of Prohibition, which brought both challenges and opportunities. The illicit jazz clubs and speakeasies became a backdrop for the era, and despite the restrictions, our community spirit was undiminished. James and I navigated these changes together, our love growing stronger daily.
Ella Mae and I quickly became inseparable. Our connection was undeniable, and we found joy and strength in each other. As Prohibition took hold and the Great Depression loomed, we faced these challenges with determination and unity. Our love was a constant source of support, helping us rebuild and thrive amidst adversity.
The night of the Tulsa Race Massacre in 1921 was horrible. It tested us in ways we had never imagined, as our beloved Greenwood was engulfed in flames. A night that tested our courage and love. I can still remember the terror vividly. Men with guns were pounding on our front door, trying to break in. Fear gripped me like nothing I had ever known. Just as the door was about to be flung open, the back door creaked open, and there was James. He grabbed my hand, and I grabbed my mother's hand in sheer panic. We fled through the back door and into the woods. We stayed in those woods for days, our hearts racing with the fear of the unknown. James's presence was a lifeline in the chaos, his strength and courage guiding us to safety.
Rebuilding our lives was a monumental task for all who were but also a testament to our family's resilience. Despite the economic hardships of the Great Depression, Ella Mae and I worked tirelessly to restore our lives in Chicago. Our small business became a cornerstone of our South Side community. But our love grew stronger through every challenge.
As the civil rights movement gained momentum in the 1950s and 1960s, we actively supported the fight for equality. I remember going to D.C. with James to see Pastor Martin Luther King Jr. That was a great day in our lives. We were proud to see them contribute to the movement. Our love remained steadfast, a guiding light through the era's changes.
From the initial spark of our meeting to the trials and triumphs of our life together, our love has been a constant source of strength and joy. Our love story is a testament to the enduring power of love and resilience. From the first encounter at the store window to the challenges of prohibition and the triumphs of the civil rights movement, our journey was marked by unwavering commitment to each other and our community. Our legacy reminds us that love can overcome even the most significant challenges, leaving a lasting impact on those who hear our story.
When James passed away in 1969, I felt a profound loss, but also immense gratitude for the life we had built together. I joined him soon after, knowing our love had been a guiding light throughout our lives. Our story lives on in the community we helped rebuild and in the hearts of our descendants. As we rest side by side, our story is a testament to the strength of love